Good morning, 121. I'm gonna talk like this. What if we did the whole class like this? I'll just be right here. Bad plan. All right, we've got talking about outlines. I pushed back the writing assignment 6 one day because I wanted to be able to give you this video first. I wasn't able to do it yesterday like I'd planned. And then we've got peer editing this week, which means you need to finish your draft for paper one, and then share it with your group via email, via Google Docs, however you want to do it. Share it with your group. When somebody reads the paper, they should make some comments, send it back to you. You should do the same for everybody else in your group. I will upload what's called the paper one peer editing worksheet. It's got some questions, short answers you can fill in about the paper. So you can do that and send it back to the person whose paper you're reading. So you should be reading 3 or 4 papers based on how many people are in your group. Do that this week. And then when you upload the paper for next week, in the comment box, say, these are the people whose papers I read. These are the people who read my paper. So you can get credit for peer editing. I'm also going to take a look at the writing prompts this week. You're going to have one more, writing prompt 4 this week. I'll probably upload that one tomorrow or Thursday. For outlines, what you need to do for writing assignment 6 is create an outline for your paper. Now, I've got a little thing to share with you here. What you got to do first off is think of the intro paragraph and then come up with 3 main points. Your intro paragraph should start kind of general, focus in on the main point of analyzing the article or book. Now, remember, last week we took a look at that worksheet that had a list of different things to focus on for your analysis of the source. Think of those things, come up with 3 main points, intro, and then your 3 main points, and then we've got the conclusion. Once you've got your intro, each main point underneath it should get a Roman numeral. And then you're going to break each of those points down into at least 2 separate ideas. And each of those subpoints gets a capital letter. So you've got Roman numeral at the top, Roman numeral 1, capital A, capital B, Roman numeral 2, capital A, capital B. If you're going to break it down beyond that, that's great. You can do that with Arabic numerals, numbers 1, 2, etc. after the below the capital letters. Roman numeral 1, capital A, Arabic numerals 1 and 2. If you're going to break it down to a 1, make sure you break it down to a 2. You can't break it down if it's only got one category you're breaking it into. So when you have a 1, you got to have a 2. When you got an A, you got to have a B. You can have 3s, you can have C's, etc. So it's going to look basically like this: main point, sub point, minor point, sub point, minor point, main point, sub point, minor point. You can even do even smaller points with lowercase letters. You can go even further than that, but people don't usually do that with lowercase Roman numerals, but don't worry about that. That's pretty rare, particularly with a 3-page paper. Now, once we've got our outline, if we have our intro at the beginning and our conclusion at the end, all we have to think about then is, maybe subpoints A and B, those are each a paragraph, right? So you've got your main point, you're breaking that down into 2 things. That's 2 paragraphs. Plus your intro, that's a page. Main point 2, 2 subpoints. You might get another page there. 2, 3 paragraphs. Main point, 2 subpoints, your conclusion, 3 pages. You're all good. You're in great shape. When you break a point into smaller points, make sure you have at least 2 of them. This might seem like busy work, but it will save you time in the long run. For paper 1, let the 3 main points be things specific issues that you discuss throughout this about the source, like reliability, thoroughness, tone, bias, logos, ethos, pathos, tone. Oh, I said tone already. You know, all that kind of stuff. So make your outline at least 3 Roman numerals. Intro, Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3, breaking it down a little more, and then thinking about your conclusion. So by the time we're done with this, you should be in really, really good shape. I know a lot of you probably don't write outlines very much, but they do really come in handy. I didn't do them when I was in classes like this, but I do them now, and it makes a world of difference. I really recommend it. I want you to do this for the paper. If you're going to do it for your homework, that's up to you. You know, a page long thing, maybe you don't need an outline. But once we get into longer stuff, outlines are really, really helpful to keep us on track. That's about it for right now. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Stay safe. Keep wearing your masks. There's James Brown. I feel good. I hope you feel good too.